When I say Amadeus, y'all say Stampede. Amadeus Stampede. Goddamn right. When I say Amadeus, y'all say Stampede. Amadeus Stampede. Goddamn right.
My first album dropped in 2004, and back then I was working with the industry elite, people who work with Jay-Z, Kanye West, Beyonce, RZA, among others. 2005, I was out of my first indie deal, and I started recording a mixtape on my own. It took me 10 hours to record it, and I made a little bit of money off that, and I continued to make mixtapes and started recording at home after that. And I recorded an album at home called House of Broken Mirrors, which was released in 2009, and it was dubbed a classic. And after that, I released, another album, Devil Made Me Do It, which is also dubbed a classic.
My name is Skinny Cavallo. I represent Boston, Massachusetts, all the way down to the Cape.
What up, it's Ricky Mortis, aka Mr. Freeze, Zombie Death Squad.
Bob Fleming, come from Newton, Mass.
It's your boy, Diablo.
Yo, what up? My name's Knox Beats, coming into you live right now from Weymouth, Mass.
My name is Jay the S, aka Jake the Snake, and we in Boston, Massachusetts.
I record at home, and I stay home and record because I'm putting out industry standard sounds and music, from the comfort of my own house. So I think I'm able to do that with the knowledge that I gained over the past 8 years. I came up through everything that you can think of as a trial or tribulation being an artist, especially an independent artist. I've lost family and friends to things from incarceration to just growing apart, even death. And I've also, took a lot of falls, and I took a lot of hits in the industry. And, the business is rough on people, and it's been rough on me.
I met him at a show one night, became instant friends. His music instantly took to me.
It was at a show, Lees was doing this, had to be like 8 years ago. Dude heard my shit and put me on a song, and then fucking the rest is history. ZDS was for him, man.
Met Amadeus through some other friends of mine that are cats he grew up with from the same hood. I'd been told about him, and I'd heard him rapping on music before, because these cats, they did music too, and I did, so we'd always be playing each other's shit, and they'd show me his stuff, so I knew who he was before I met him, but I never, put a face to the music.
I met his ass at a show.
Amadeus hopped on a few beats, and at the time I was like, you know what, that motherfucker's so ill, you can just take him, you know what I mean?
Well, I met Amadeus in 1990. We were both 12 years old. I met him we went to the same junior high together.
Suffering from the things I suffer from, living day to day isn't easy. But music comes naturally to me, so I just think that it's something that I can fall back on at any given time. My relationship with my fans is a personal one. I think, my biggest fans are people that I know, and I didn't know them before they heard my album. I didn't know them before they walked up to me at the show. I just appreciate having diehard fans, and I treat them as if they were, family. And I think they appreciate that. If you want to know anything about me, you just have to listen to my music. Like, my life is in the music. I'm honest. I'm real. I live what I talk about.
His style is ferocious. He's got a relentless energy, and he's got great imagery in the words he chooses. It really brings to life like who he is.
He's the Johnny Cash of hip hop, man. He's slow and steady, but he cuts like a razor, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's like it's kind of like if someone was methodically stabbing you, just like boom, boom.
On top of being extremely versatile, Amadeus can, he can hold his own with, the best rappers in the world, but he can also step on stage with a band and just fit in, you know what I mean? And he's just got one of those voices. He's just one of the greats.
One of a kind. He can roll anything off his tongue. You know, anytime. You can write a song about just a piece of paper blowing down the street.
He's an ill dude, you know what I mean?
4 shots later, we're performing. I look out of the crowd ain't even there. Fucking, I get off stage, motherfuckers like, yo, Amadeus just beat up leads.
In this new age of music, with the internet and everything that's going on right now, the oversaturation of the market, I think that it's hard to survive being an indie artist if you don't have the proper outlets. A strong team is very important in hip-hop. A strong team is important in any industry. You know, having a core team of people that are behind you and that believe in you is very important. I've gone worldwide. I've done all kinds of things with, you know, different producers and artists from all over the world. I have a team of producers that stretch from Hawaii all the way around the world back to Japan. So,
Thugtastic. Your face. It's that Boston shit, man.
He's very, like, raw. So he has an aggression that I really like, you know what I mean? And
He's taught me a lot about what it is to be a great MC.
You know him personally. Everything in the music is just mirroring him and his life, so it really brings to life like his actual experiences, which are crazy. You know, it makes for great content.
I don't think it's a problem for me to get anything done that I need done, and there's not a sound that I can't create.
Favorite Amadeus album was probably a tie between House of Broken Mirrors and Me vs. Me. Favorite Amadeus song is Push.
I really can't tell you. I love them all. The Devil Made Me Do It.
Definitely Silent Screams and Dry Tears and Adrenaline Martini.
My favorite Amadeus album is about to be Spilling Blood on the Dance Floor. I'll still be bumping the Don't Do That freestyle. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite album as an album is The House of Broken Mirrors, but there's a song on his first album called Everyone Will Bleed that I loved. I love that record. And I like this record Crook Edge a lot from that same album.
House of Broken Mirrors.
9 times out of 10, if you meet me on the streets and you've heard my music, you won't be surprised in what you see or what you witness.
Working with Amadeus is a daily difference, man. You never know which Amadeus you're gonna get.
It's terrible. Actually, I'm never gonna work with him again.
It's great because he's a worker, you know what I'm saying? He's got a work ethic when it comes to writing and recording and performing and doing all that. So, you know, it's never a problem, you know what I'm saying? And he'll push you just as much as you could push him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to go in there and just drop some bullshit, you know? You got to deliver, and he hypes you up to bring your best shit to the table, you know? And it's fun performing with him, traveling with him and shit like that. Good energy.
It's great. Good guy all the way around. Knows exactly what's got to be done.
Pain in the fucking ass, but you know what I'm saying? I still love him.
It's a blessing. It really is. He's on top of being one of my closest friends in the world. He's also been, you know, my counterpart, but also a mentor.
Every time that I get into the booth or I'm writing a song, I let the music speak to me, and I try to capture the emotion. I'm not a perfectionist by any means. I'm a humanist, and I'm more about capturing emotions than making something that sounds like perfect or robotic.
Amadeus is famous mainly because the game is scared of honesty, you know what I mean? Because people are afraid of him because they can see it in his eyes that he's not full of shit. And when people see that you're not full of shit, man, that shit's terrifying to people, you know?
Same reason ain't nobody famous from Boston, you know what I'm saying? Really, just
when perseverance meets opportunity and a little bit of luck, those things combined, you know, I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to end his career being known as one of the best rappers in the world.
He's famous in my eyes. Amadeus is one of the best, one of Boston's best cats. He don't need anybody to help him do anything. He can promote his own stuff. He could sell out the Middle East in no time.
Man, like the most talented people will never be famous. You know, there's a lot of other factors that come into making somebody famous. You know,
I appreciate all the love I get. You know, people walk up to me on the streets and say that I've changed their lives, or people say that I helped them through a certain situation with my music, and you know, there's nothing I would trade for that.
I don't know if you can describe Amadeus in one word, to be honest with you, but if I had to, I would have to say loyalty.
Genius.
Amazing.
wise.
Fantastic.
Asshole.
I'm known as Amadeus. My mother calls me Amadeus. That's just something that has become a part of me, is that name. Amadeus The Stampede. There's only one of me, you know?
I think the only thing you should expect while listening to Amadeus is to learn that you should never expect anything, because you never know this motherfucker's gonna come at you. He can make a song about clapping you in the face, whereas MCs like Amadeus, who continue to keep doing different things and change and try new stuff, those are the MCs that you really you get excited about when they drop a new album. You keep wanting to look for and check for, and I think that's what makes the difference between an artist and a fucking rapper. And Amadeus is far from a rapper.
That rugged in your face shit, man. My homie can bring it on any level, dog. Plain and simple.
I think you should expect rawness in terms of the music and the content. I mean, it's just not watered down at all. There's no sugar on it, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely some raw shit, and it's real, it's true, it's good.
Raw talent. Raw talent. The kid's just talented.
He's not for the faint of heart. You know, sometimes it's maybe a little darker than people are used to, but it's in such a captivating way that, you know, you don't skip over songs. So expect to be blown away.
If I could say anything that I want the world to hear, is that I love what I do, and what I do loves me back.
Yo, my boy Amadeus fucking rocks the beam better than anybody else, kid.
Bucks goods, Pete Crack, Outland Camp, fucking selling babies and fucking sniffing all sorts of drugs down the way. I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Amadeus, one of the only original motherfuckers that I respect out of Boston.
Yo, what's good? It's Vocal, Vendetta Inc. up in this motherfucker. Shout out to Amadeus The Stampede, my brother out there doing big things, holding it down for Boston. We go this all day. ZDS, USR, holla at me, man.
Wayne and Payne be the name. No Sleep, Death Syndicate. What's good, motherfucker? Shout out to Amadeus.
Amadeus Stampede, you know. He's famous. Zan, what up? Peace to Amadeus Stampede, my friend, for way back, at least 10 years.
Shout out to Amadeus Stampede, Big Splash.
What up?
Amadeus The Stampede.
Amadeus Stampede, the man. What up, y'all? It's Mellow D, Headshots, Amadeus The Stampede, the man, the myth, the legend, yo. That's my man Amadeus from Headshots. What up?